All right, talk about the game today a little bit.
Oh, exciting game. Came out fast, started quick. You know, the defense did their job. They hold them. We ain't put up. Wasn't an offensive battle this time. Defense did their job. Special team did their job. It's a great game.
You like getting out to those big leads. Great, exciting finishes are wonderful, but it's nice to have the big leads too.
Yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off the offense and a lot of pressure off the defense too. So I think our job is just take pressure off the defense, put it as many points as possible. You know, keep the defense, rested as much as possible. And we know that they're gonna have a hard job. So that's all we came in. The game plan today was put up points, obviously come away with a win.
Dominique, second nice game in a row where he's performed very well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. He's getting better and better every game. He had a big challenge against us next week at VTech and Blanchburg. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do against the big crowd and the big stage.
Did you see anything different this week defensively? Because last week 88 had the big game, 84 had the big catch. Did they roll any defenses, or did it take any pressure off you today?
No, not at all. They played a lot of man. Sadie played back a little bit, gave me a. They tried not to let us get the deep ball today. Kept everything underneath. So it wasn't nothing we wasn't going to see differently on film.
You got to feel a lot better about. Last year, I'm sure defense was relieved to win. This week, you got to feel much better about the victory.
Absolutely, it was much better this week. We just couldn't be satisfied with 49 points last week, and we still can't be satisfied with 27 points. I thought we played a lot better. We got a lot more pressure with 4 this week instead of having to bring 5 and 6. So it was good.
Pressure forces turnovers. You got 3 of them today. A couple of fumbles. I know one he wasn't paying attention, but the others you certainly forced those.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We would have had 4 if I had some hands, but it was good. We had a good time today. I thought everybody was flying around. The atmosphere was better. The sidelines were better. I think as a whole, we just simplified things this week, and that was much easier. The guys just go have fun.
You were able to get some depth back and a little relief for you guys. Not quite as long of a day probably today as last week.
Exactly. You convert on 3rd downs, and you get out the field, which gets our offense the ball, and in turn they score more points. I don't like relying on anybody for anything. Defense has always been known to do our job here, and we support the offense. The more times we get those guys the ball, the less we have to be on the field. So I enjoy that. Got my son back, Mikhail Brooks. I love that kid to death. Antonio and Robert worked hard, so it was good today.
Can you talk about this defense? Is it much different than what you've done in the past, and has it taken a while to learn this new defense?
It's not necessarily that it's taken a while to learn. It's more in depth. When you're bringing guys and you're playing man, you gotta make sure you're keying guys. And when you can get pressure with 4 like we could last year, that's when you didn't need to blitz every single play. And I think we did that today. Coach put us in a little bit of base, and we just went upfield and caused havoc.
Kind of describe the feeling not only on the sideline but on the field. You had that huge flurry there in the first quarter. You guys were really on top of them right off the bat.
Yeah, we were just trying to get a fast jump, so we couldn't make it a close game like we did last week. Our main focus was tempo, and we had great tempo first half, and we jumped out on them quick.
Dominique, evaluate the offense's performance from last week to this week.
I would say the tempo was a lot better. I mean, it's still a lot of room for improvement, but we're going to fix those things Sunday and get ready for VTech.
Can you talk about the running game and how that's kind of been opening up for you?
John Williams and Giovanni Ruffin, they probably are the 2 best players on the team right now because they do a very good job opening up the passing game. But like I said, we're going to focus Sunday on VTech. We're going to put this behind us tomorrow. We're going to get ready to roll.
As far as your decisions on running the ball, it seemed like they were, at certain points, they were able to get back there and put you under a little pressure. Did they do a better job of getting back there and harassing you than Tulsa did? And just, I guess, to describe some of your decision-making back there when you do tuck and run the ball.
Memphis is a little bit more athletic than Tulsa, so they got back there a couple of times. You got to get to them. They played very hard today. And that's pretty much about it. They played a lot harder than what we saw last week.
More ready for this opponent?
Well, beginning of the week, we had a short week for preparation, and Coach Mitchell, he brought us in this room exactly, and he challenged us. He said 49 points is unacceptable. I think we had last week 30 MAs, missed assignments, and he just gave us the challenge, and we stepped up. We still gave up, we gave up too many points. We're not happy with that, but we're gonna we polished things off. We got better. You know, you take away 3 big plays, and they still got 3 points on the board. So we just got to, keep working, go into Blacksburg, and get another win.
You personally had a couple of big plays in this game, and as a defense, you guys obviously you get the 3 turnovers right off the bat, and it just seemed like you personally were really fired up out there. Was it a little more emotional of a defense for you guys today than last week?
No, not at all. You know, we came out same intensity, as we did last week. But you got to credit those big boys up front. You know, we had a couple guys come back, Antonio and Mikel Brooks, and they stepped up. You know, we needed them. They stepped up. They got penetration. On a couple blitzes on the sacks I had. They didn't even credit me. The offensive linemen, they were too focused on that defensive line, and they wouldn't even pick me up. So I give the credit to those D linemen.